to be talking about the surface area of the cylinders and cones. The last video, we've been talking about the area of circles, right? Now we know that how to find the area of a circle. That was pi r squared. Now, using this formula, that we're going to find the surface area of the cylinders. Now you all know that the 3D shape, surface area of a 3D shape, what we need to do is we open up the 3D shape and making this into the flat one, right? So have a look at this cylinder. In order to find the surface area, open up the shape, then we come up with the net of the cylinder. Then what you can see here is we've got two circles and then in the middle we've got a rectangle, right? So now what we need to do is we need to identify the part. So we know that the radius, so two orange circles, radius is r, then the rectangle, the width will be height of the cylinder, right? Then what's missing part? So what we need to do is we're adding up the two orange circles. Then now that finally we add up the third part, that is rectangle. But what's missing? The missing part will be the length of the rectangle, right? So let's think about the length of the rectangle. What did you notice? Yes, have a look at this one. Then the length of a rectangle is all around the circle, right? It's all around the base. That's why we can say that circumference of circle is the same as the length of the rectangle. So we know that circumference of circle is the 2 pi r. So we can say the length of a rectangle is 2 pi r. So now let's find the formula for the surface area of the cylinder. First of all, length of a rectangle will be 2 pi r. Then our height will be width. Then you've got a circle. So first of all, let's calculate. Let's find the area of a circle. So we've got two lots of circle. That's pi r squared. So we can say that 2 pi r. Then now the rectangle in the middle is a 2 pi r times h. So we add them together. So finally the formula for the surface area of the cylinder is 2 pi r squared add up 2 pi r h. So now try to memorize this one, but don't worry, because if you understand how this formula comes from, just add up the all three parts, two circles and then the rectangle in the middle, then you can calculate the surface area without using the formula. That now let's practice this together. Here you've got a solid cylinder. Always try to figure it out. Its part diameter is 12 and the height is 18. Then we need to find the total surface area. 3D shape is surface area. Is better to draw the net. Then we know that it's two circles and then rectangle. That now write down that. So first of all, the length of the rectangle is a circumference circle 2 pi r. We know that r is 6, so 2 pi times 6, and then width is 18, and then now circles is a pi r squared, so pi 6 squared. And then we've got two lots of circles, so 2 times pi times 36. That's the two circles, and then rectangle will be 2 pi r h, and then r is 6, so it's 12 pi times 18. Now let's calculate them together. Now this one will be 72 pi, and then the area of rectangle will be 216 pi. Then let's add up together. That's 288 pi. And then don't forget to put your units. That's centimeter squared. Okay, now move on to the next question. Diameter is 12, and then length, the height is 30 centimeter. Then we know that radius is 6. Now, this question is asking you to find the curved surface area, not the total surface area. So what is the curved surface area? That is, yes, the rectangle part is the curved surface area, right? So we need to find the area of the rectangle here, then find out the length of the rectangle. Height will be, the width is 30, and then length will be circumference of the circle, that's 2 pi r. So 2 pi, then r is 6, then now times the width 30, then now 12 pi times 30, that gives you 360 pi centimeters squared will be the curved surface area. And then the question is talking about the three significant figure. That means what you need to do is 360 times pi. Use your calculator and then write down the number as a three significant figure. But in this video, I'm not going to deal with it. So let's move on. The next one is here we've got a cylinder and then radius is x and then height is 3x minus 4. So instead of numbers, we've got expressions, right? So we need to calculate the curved surface area, that is rectangle. Then now answer them in terms of the x, right? So now this one is writing the expression. So let's write down the 2 pi r. So your length will be 2 pi r. Instead of r, we've got a x as your radius, so we can say 2x pi, actually it's 2x pi. Then let's times them together, 2x pi bracket and then 3x minus 4. Please have a bracket because it's expanding bracket, right? Now we can have a 2x pi times 3x equals 6x squared pi, and then minus, so 2x pi 2x, 2 times 4 times x times pi, that's 8x pi. And then this is our final answer because it says you can just write the answer in terms of the x, right? Now it's time to talk about the surface area of a cone. So now again, surface area, you open up the 3D shape. So we've got a cone here. Then if you open up the shape, then this is the net of the cone. Then you can see the two parts of the shape, right? You've got a circle, and then now the pink part is, it looks like a sector, right? Then here we've got a new part called the slant height, and then we normally write this as a L, okay? Now what we need to do is finding the area of the pink part and finding the area of the white part. Add them together will be the total surface area of cone. Now let's write again. So what we need to do is, so in order to find the first part, that is a circle, we know that is the area of a circle, so pi r squared. Then now let's focus on the second one, the pink part. And then this is a new, right? We don't know how to find the area of this pink part. That now listen to me. So first of all, in order to find the area of this, we need to clarify the part. So blue bit is, I already tell you that this is the slant height, and then yellow bit. Let's focus on these two parts of the shape. So blue part is, let's write down as a L because it's a slant height. And then yellow part, have a look at it. Yes, yellow part is a circumference of the circle, right? So we know that yellow part is a 2 pi r. Then now, what you need to do here, when you have this pink shape, the formulas for the finding the area of this pink part is half of the slant height times the yellow part. That is, we know that that's the circumference of a circle. This is the way you calculate the pink part. Then let's simplify our expression. So it's divide by 2. Then now what we can come up with is pi r L. Now we can say that the formula for the surface area of the cone will be pi r squared at pi r L. This one, I recommend you to memorize the formula. It's simpler and easier. No, yeah, I know you understand how to find the area of the pink part, half of the slant height times the 2 pi r. But if you just memorize it as a pi r l, then your life will be much easier. So have a look at the question together. So again, pi r l and then pi r squared, that's the area of the circle. You add them together, that's the total surface area. Here you've got a cone, then let's calculate the whole surface area. So let's draw the net. Area of the circle is a pi r squared. And then curve the surface area, you remember, that was pi r l. Then simply you find the r is 3 and then l is 5. Just be careful with your slant height. That's not the height, okay? So now let's put the numbers into the right letter. Now pi times 3 squared, that's 9 pi is the area of the circle. That now curved surface area will be pi times r, that's 3 times 5 is 15 pi. Then you add them together is 9 pi plus 15 pi will be 24 pi. Again here, so you've got a cone, then this one is asked you to find the curved surface area only. So look, if you draw the net, the curved surface area is not the circle, right? Only the top part. And you remember the formula for the curved surface area, pi r l. Now, we know the formula, but this time let's use our knowledge. So we know that L is a 10. Then we also know that that round, the curved part will be circumference of a circle, right? That's pi 2 pi r, right? Then r is the 5 centimeter. So we can say that curved side is 10 pi, then times the L, and then divide by 2. That will be 50 pi. Then now let's compare it. So let's use the formula just simply. Then pi r is 5, then r is 5 and L is 10. 5 times 10 pi is 50. The same, right? So that's why I ask you to use a formula when it comes to the cone. It's much easier and simpler. That now next one, let's find the whole surface area of the cone. Then so again you've got 2 parts, then pi r l and then pi r squared. Then you know that we've got a diameter, so r is 5 and then l is 15. So 5 times 15 times pi will be 75 pi. Then now pi r squared, so 5 squared is 25 pi will be the circle part, add up together. So we have 100 pi. Then again, we don't have a unit, but any unit with a squared. So have a look at this one. Oh, it gives you a total surface area that is 100 pi. Then calculate the missing value. So missing value is a slant height, right? So now we know that radius is 5. Let's write down 5. Then now total surface area is, you've got a pi r l, add up pi r squared. We can see that r is 5, say the circle will be, so then let's put the 5 inside the r. So first part is pi, 5 pi l, and then 5 squared pi. That gives you 100 pi, right? So then let's simplify our equation. So 5l pi plus 25 pi will be 100 pi. Then 5l pi equals, you take away 25 pi, then 75 pi. Then now pi, you can divide it, then L will be 75 divided by 5, so your slant height is the 15, and that's the missing part. Right, so well done. This is the end of the second video. Then in this video, we've been talking about the surface area of a cone and the cylinder, right? So surface area, try to draw the net and then calculate each part of the area, then you add them all together, then you can come up with the answer. In terms of the cone, try to memorize the formula. That was pi r squared, that is just the circle part, and then pi r L, that is the curved surface area part. So now, next video, we are going to solve the challenging questions using all of the knowledge we learned from the two videos. So I will see you at the next session. Bye bye.